Hello guys, and today we have another review, and it's on the X-Shot Rage Fire. This is the X-Shot Insanity lineup minigun, or Gatling gun to be more specific. But yes, I am calling it a Nerf minigun because when I say Nerf, I do not mean Nerf as a brand, but Nerf as a category. But either way, this is a motorized belt-fed flywheeler that is full auto and shoots around 4.5 darts per second. It also fires at around 90 FPS. This is a beast. So, let's get into the review. But before that, roll the intro. So, the X-Shot Rage Fire comes from the Insanity lineup, meaning you can attach other blasters to it. While I don't have any that can do that right now, I will get the Doomsday Horror Fire, or the Horror Fire Doomsday from the Horror Fire lineup. And I can attach that one, but basically using these attachment points you can attach the other Insanity or Horror Fire series blasters to this one, and it works pretty fun, although I don't have other blasters, so I can show you right now. Then again, we also got other attachments, such as this dart holder that attaches to this four rail separator that allows you to attach attachments like this and other blasters on it. And this ammo holder is pretty decent. It doesn't hold ammo the best, but it doesn't indent it. It holds 8 darts in the inner ring and 15 on the outer ring, meaning total of 23 darts. Pretty decent. You get two with 2 of these attachment rail separators or whatever. Then you got this scope, which is a really nice plastic scope. It's decent and it kind of looks cool, but honestly I don't use it on this blaster because this is a minigun / Gatling gun. So yeah, it's very rare that I don't use it like this at the hip, but nevertheless it's still pretty nice. Now let's get onto the actual blaster, and from front to the back. At the front we have the rotating barrel. As you can hear, by rotating this, you're actually spinning the actuation mechanism that actuates the belt. And also, this is hard to see, but we're also spinning the little wheel that actually throws the darts into the flywheels. That is pretty fun, meaning that you can rev it and rotate the barrel instead of pressing down the trigger. I don't know why would you do that, but that is pretty nice. When we look at the barrel, there's also 6 holes over here that are like imitation barrels on an actual minigun. But when you look at the barrels on the side, there are 4 of them. That is a bit weird. Either way, the barrel has a huge diameter, meaning it will not weaken the performance, or degrade the performance. So it's pretty good, I would have to say. Down at the top, we have the little grip, or the offhand grip. I don't know how I would call it, but yeah, you can put your hand in there and it's pretty decent. And it's a 2-hinge grip, meaning it rotates like this, and the grip actually rotates, meaning you can grip it around like this and like that. And it's pretty big. For me, I can put everything, even my thumb, around it. with no problems, although my hands are pretty thin, although they are long. At the bottom we have this little thing. Let's show you what it's for. Well, if you rotate on the left side of the blaster this pin, then you can pull it out and you can throw on the tripod by putting it back in, and then putting the pin in. And now it has a tripod. The tripod is short and also not that durable, but it's a kid's toy. Now, when it is a short tripod, you can extend it. Now it is a bit unwieldy like this, so let me just pull it off the blaster. There we go. Okay, so here's the tripod. It's very small, but it does hold up. To pull it back, you really wanna push just this inside. Although be careful with this. If you push it too far or too strongly in there, it probably will break. Now let's see this. Well, if you untighten these back pieces, you can just untighten them and extend it. Now this is a decent size. It gets to around my hip, which I'm 6'4", not really sure, but it's okay for me. But I still very rarely use the actual tripod. Another thing is when you put the tripod on, let me just do that once again. There is a certain amount of range motion you have. You can go like this. But if you press this switch forward that you can see under here, it limits it, meaning that it will be a bit more stable. Pretty decent. Now let me just unswitch it. It is, although when you are putting on the tripod, I do recommend that you switch off that, because it's much easier than to put it in. That was the tripod. Let's get to the rails. We got one rail heel that is basically unusable, one rail heel which is basically the only one that can fit the scope, one rail here for attaching blasters, and one rail right here. That's a lot of rails, but not many you can actually use for the scope. Let's get to the firing mechanism. There's a ton to dock here. So if you want to skip forward, just do the hold 2 times speed. Let's go. So first you have this insertion hole. You put the chain in there. You put it in by grabbing the side with the top showing the darts like this. You go and put it in, but it's not as easy as that. Sorry, my microphone is getting tangled. So you switch off this thing, which lets you to freely rotate the firing mechanism. It's very hard to show you, but I'll show you when I put the chain in. So you line up the 2 outlines right there, and you put the chain right inside. There you go. And then I have a fold that fell out. And then you just connect them up. Very, very easy to do. Ha. And then you have the whole chain to show you how you can rotate it. This is it, unlocks, and notices it locked. Let's just keep it in there. So, on the other side, we have the battery door. You put in 6 AA's. That's the battery door. It does have 2 screws, which is kind of dumb, but it is what it is. Down to the grips, or back to the grips actually. We have 2 grips that are flexy and cheap, but they are good. And to fire the blaster and rev it, you firstly hold down the trigger. And for me to not actually fire the blaster, or at least not fire many darts, you push it, and to fire the dart you just pull down. And like that, you can also just dry fire, basically. And also you can rotate it, as I said already. But it is how you fire it. It seems weird, but I could not tell you how much it is actually natural. You push, you pull down. Very natural actually. So yeah, pretty fun. Let's talk about the design and the plastic quality. The design is pretty great. We got the black and orange barrel, meaning it looks cool, and it is a toy. You can very much see that it is a toy. The blue is really nice. It's not too hard on the eyes, and it looks freaking fantastic. You got the one sticker here and this other sticker over here. The Sarah was freaked out why the fuck it is here and not here. It's because the battery door is over here. Meaning that if you were to mod the battery door, you would still have the sticker. And the rest of it, it looks pretty great. A lot of orange, a lot of blue, and a lot of black. I like this design. Pretty much everybody likes it. Let's talk plastic quality. Plastic quality and X-Shot is the words that don't really go together. But I can tell you that the plastic quality on this is basically pretty good. The black pieces on the front aren't the sturdiest, but you will not be holding it like this ever, and it still feels pretty good. All the blue pieces are amazing. They're really thick plastic. The black pieces of the body, not the barrel, are also really good. The plastic on the grip does twist a little. Let me show you. Not the best, but actually that kind of gives it more comfort. And it's not bad. And the first part about this blaster, the grips are a bit flexy. Although that is very much a stretch. Now, while the darts don't usually fall out, they do fall out when I want to film, because I have to wave it around a lot. But yeah, these are chains for electric blasters, and that means that they need to be pretty loose in there. So yeah, not the best. Performance is pretty much standard for X-Shot. But yeah, let's still go shoot it before I say anything else. Let's go! Okay, so I'm going to fire 40 X-Shot full head darts. If I haven't mentioned, the bat holds 40. Now I'll do usually shoot at the target. I don't want to pick 40 darts up, especially since this blaster shoots really hard and they'll fly everywhere, so I have put the pillow back on. But this will not last long. So, let's go. Okay, so that was very weird. I had a dart stack, so don't worry. Now let's shoot it. Okay, so besides having to unjam it and having to film again because I ended the recording and then my sister came, my mother started asking me to bring her phone back, even though it's like 5 meters from her. So I had to record again. So yeah, how good this blaster is. It's good. I don't really like full autos, at least not this one. If it were like a rapid strike or a turbine, I might have liked it more. I like more action-filled blasters, semi-autos or sprinklers. But I do love this in a different way. Although I think I would like the turbine mode more. Really, the only problem is the grip being kind of weird and plasticky or weak, squishy. No, okay, not squishy, but either way. And for this to be like, you can open it and put the chain in, because putting like this not the best way to do it. Either way, it's a fun blaster. Here it costed 100, now 70. I bought it at a discount, so 50% discount. And for $50, yes, it is a pretty good blaster, especially since that is the normal price in most countries. But yeah, if you find at that price you want it, yeah, buy it. If you think you don't really love it, but you see people telling you it's really great, you can go buy it, but if you don't like minigun style blasters, I wouldn't recommend it. It's nothing crazy based on rate of fire, so nah, it's an amazing blaster, just not as good as the double punch, I would say. There will be a versus between two of those, so yeah. Either way, pretty good blaster. I like it, not my favorite though. There will be like my top 5 favorites and top 5 unfavorites, I don't know how to say. Top 10 worst blasters, something like that. Or top 10 best, top 10 worst that I have. I have like 19 blasters counting the gel fire clutch or hyper gel clutch. Either way. This was the review. Thank you very much for subscribing. I have a feeling this will not do well because of how long it is, but yeah. I have been getting a lot of subscribers, especially this month, and I hope I can get to 200 by the end of the month, or preferably before Christmas. But either way, while I am getting a bunch of subscribers, I'm not getting a lot of subscribers. Like Flohi, who got a ton of subscribers, then stopped doing reviews. You know, those gaming and he's like Octopi, something like that. I don't know, man. Either way, I just got showered and I'm going to cut my hair tomorrow, get a fresh cut. So yes, I should look a bit more pleasing on the eye. Either way, I'm planning on doing some gaming videos, especially over the Christmas holidays. You can recommend some if anybody's even here. So yeah. Either way, I'm probably going to, film some Genshin Impact, Subnautica, Terraria. Games like that. Possibly Albion Online, although that is a bit weird of game to film. Actually, no. The first game I'll play or film will definitely be drumroll. I don't know how to do that. Forgot the name. Pokemon Mall. Yes. I'll start a new playthrough and play that. Pretty fun game, especially on PC. You can go check it out. Pretty good. Either way. My name is Nick C. And bye bye.